Welcome to Bamaland 300. Welcome to the wintry wonderland of Northwest Alabama. Can you see that? Unbelievable. Today is Thursday, January 18th, and all you in the U.S. Will know of the cold weather that came down on the whole country, actually. And we don't see this very often in Northwest Alabama. Maybe a little snow, once a year, but this came down as freezing rain, and this has not been fun for us southern people. Okay, we're not used to this kind of stuff. The roads were completely white yesterday, and today they've thawed out a little bit, and I think we're over with it yet. But there hasn't been much work being done on Bamaland 300 for the last couple of days. I needed to get outside, but I wanted to show you something, and in keeping with the introduction to Bamaland 300 and what I'm up to with this new venture of mine, I want to show you something that I just bought that involves the homestead property here for a good bit, but it will certainly involve the big 280 acres. So let me show you that. So I bought the EcoFlow Whole Home Backup Power Delta Pro Ultra system. Now, this is not a paid endorsement. Once again, I paid full price for this stuff, and there is more than enough YouTubers out there talking about this product. So I'm not going to get into all the specs per se, but I will tell you about my use case and why I'm so excited to have this system here at the homestead property at Bamaland 300, and how I intend on using it. This house is on the grid, and power is not necessarily that expensive, but it is, a cost. And it seems like in the rural areas up here, when power does go down, it's not a quick fix. It can take 5 hours to a couple of days. And we do have a lot of very strong winds in this part of the country, so power outages is not uncommon. So I wanted a system for backup. Now, when I bought this, I got the panel that ties into the power panel in the house, and then the inverter, and then one battery. This system is modular in that you can stack batteries onto it. You can have a solar array that charges it. I didn't buy the solar panel arrays just yet. This was costly enough just as it is, but as it is, what it'll do is it will be a battery backup that will keep the house running the way it's configured at least for a day, if not two, based on the draw of this little house. So let me I'll walk you around and show you, spin the camera around and show you some different areas and how I intend on using it. This little shed here contains mostly my son and his family's items that they didn't want to take with them down to Florida. Over the months, I'm going to be taking that back down to him, and it is not finished off on the inside. In other words, it doesn't have drywall or insulation or anything like that. But as you notice, it's real close to the house, and it's not a problem to run power this short distance to the shed. But in the interim, I'm going to insulate it, run wiring on the inside, and use the EcoFlow Delta Ultra system to power it when I'm out here. Now, this may be my editing bay, because sooner or later Mrs. Bamaland is going to come up here, and there's only so much room in there, and my editing desk and my personal desk and everything takes up a little bit of room. So I'm thinking about, once this is cleared out, is moving my desk and my editing bay in there, and it might even be a little workbench for certain items. You 2A people will know what I'm talking about, for working on them and stuff. So that's what I want to do with that area, and eventually I will run wiring under the ground, tie it into the grid, and have this so that it's battery backed up, and we can use solar power, to cut our costs a little bit too. So that's it. Let me show you the next area. So here at the homestead we have several different buildings, and I'm going to show you one future building that I'm going to be working on and will provide some really good content as I fix it up and get it ready. I'm going to spin the camera around as I walk down here, okay? So this is what I call the container area, and I bought these 2 containers to have a spot to put all my junk, and just to kind of consolidate all the equipment down in this area. But if you look online, you'll see no shortage of videos of people using containers and building a roof over them like you see. So that's what I intend to do. And right now I have a DeWalt system with the 60 volt batteries that provides me 110 power when I need it. For instance, I have all my chainsaws in this container, and I have a chain sharpening system right there, and I have a generator as well. But I have lights in each container, and it's real easy to bring that DeWalt system down and not have to listen to a gas generator. And by the way, this mulching head for the mini excavator is going to be quite a lot of content on the channel. But as you might imagine, this is going to be a building at some point, and with that Delta Pro, it has 240 volts, 220 volts, and it will run a welder. And what I need to do once I get these containers kind of reset a little bit more perfectly is weld with some angle iron some uprights on each container, and then my truss system for the roof will have a better anchor point in between them. And then we'll pour a concrete floor, close in the back, close in the front. Then all my woodworking tools can come up here, and I have quite a few of those, and I intend on being able to keep and run them there. So I'm going to need power down here, and you can see that running power all the way from the house down here and putting it in the ground. Now I have the excavator, I can dig the hole, that's no problem. But think of it this way, if I have the EcoFlow Ultra, it's very portable. I can just take it out of the house, bring it down here, and I got all the power that I need without running that line. And let's say I have a project that I'm going to be down here for a couple of days. I know I'm going to be down here for a couple of days. Since the house is on the grid, right, I can just unplug that and have all the power I need, full house power down here for, you know, running a table saw, running a planer, a joiner and planer, that type thing that, you know, needs power. All of my other tools are DeWalt battery powered. I'm a DeWalt fanboy. I'm largely invested in the DeWalt tools. But that's the use case up here at the homestead. Out at the 280 acres, there's not a building, there's not water, there's not power run anywhere. Now again, most of the stuff I'm going to be building out there prior to an actual real home is going to be done with the DeWalt battery powered stuff, but I may need a welder. I may need more power than the battery. I may need to charge the batteries. Now my DeWalt power pack with the 60 volt batteries is real easy to carry around as well, but I may need the EcoFlow Ultra out there at the 280 acres. We may have a machine breakdown that needs to be welded, you know, to get fixed or something like that. So I wanted to show you guys the results of the cold weather, and we're not used to the cold weather quite like this up here, but there you go. That's going to wrap up this video. If you like this kind of content, please like, comment, and subscribe. The channel's done fantastic. We're up over 1,800 subscribers in really 48 hours, but I didn't start putting videos up again until the beginning of January. I put some up in November, but I'm over the moon with what you guys have done sharing these videos, and it's because of you. But like, comment, and subscribe and all that YouTube stuff. I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next one.